Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Tensions between Russia and the West are growing rapidly.
President Biden considering deploying thousands of troops to Eastern Europe.
There are now 100,000 troops on the eastern border of Ukraine.
Since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the U.S. has provided $171 billion in aid to Ukraine. This aid has delivered critical abilities to the Ukrainian military. Recently, Congress approved $60 billion in additional aid to Ukraine. This aid will be crucial to Ukraine.
On this vote, the ayes are 311 and the nays are 112. The bill is passed. Oh, one voting present. I missed it, but thank you.
But also is a valuable opportunity that could be used to bolster the military and military-industrial complex of the U.S.A. This aid could be used as a way to provide Ukraine with much-needed capabilities, while allowing the U.S.A. to diversify its spending in its military-industrial complex in order to increase innovation and competition, and decrease future prices internally. In 1999, there were 50 major defense contractors. These contractors all competed against each other for major government contracts and had sizable share in the military-industrial base of the U.S.A. Now, in 2024, there are just 5 major contractors. The big 5 being General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, and Boeing as the major defense contractors. These 5 companies account for 38% of the U.S. defense budget every year.
51 major contractors consolidated to 5 giants.
51 of the biggest and best American defense companies merged to form just 5 megacorporations: Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, General Dynamics, and Raytheon Technologies.
These companies dominating the market have many disadvantages for the military-industrial complex. Often, these companies have free rein to price their products however they want to, because there is a lack of other bids to compete with. These companies can charge exorbitant prices because there's no other option. This decreases the military's effectiveness and readiness, especially in large-scale war. As well as the obvious price disadvantages that come from a lack of competition, it could also cause less innovation. When the contractors have people to compete against, they need to price their systems appropriately and make their product the best one available. The lack of competition can lead to complacency with the innovation and ability of products, because there is no one competing with innovations. With all that being said, now is a shining opportunity to rectify the issue. $95 billion of additional aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan was just passed through Congress.
Is off. Tonight, after 6 months of wrangling, the House has passed $95 billion in aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. It now heads to the Senate.
This money could go a long way to boost small defense contractors, which in turn will also boost the major defense companies, boost the economy, and create more jobs. In the scheme of defense contracting, some of Ukraine's biggest needs are relatively small things. Drones are a great example of something that the U.S. could use to bolster small contractors. Currently, the Chinese company DJI holds 76% of the world drone market. These drones can be used by civilians and militaries alike. The civilian and military drone markets are some of the fastest growing industries in the world, seeing over a 25% increase in the civilian market in the past year. And in the military, drones are proving one of the most potent weapons in the entire war. Getting an American company into the competition to capture some of the world's market shares could be very lucrative, and a couple of $1 million from the government would go a long way for any ambitious drone maker, and for the soldiers on the ground as well. By supporting these smaller contractors in ways like this, they will have more money to spend on R&D to innovate, more money to spend on developing products to compete for future government contracts. The more of these companies that compete for future contracts, the better, as competition drives innovation and can bring down the ever-inflating prices of defense-related products. The products from these small companies would not only help bolster Ukraine and the U.S. economy, but the products developed by these small companies could also be used by the U.S. later. In this way, the U.S. would be using the aid money as an additional R&D budget that doesn't have to come from the fiscal year budget. It also helps that the Ukraine and Taiwan have similar needs to what the US could use in a future war. Things like the CAUS system, for example, are desperately needed in the Ukraine now, and would also play a major role in any USA conflict against Russia or China.
Could China or Russia sink a US aircraft carrier? Moscow recently announced it successfully tested its Zircon hypersonic cruise missile designed to attack sea and land targets, and they're confident their new weapon is unstoppable.
Ukraine also offers a sort of marketing opportunity for foreign sales. Take HIMARS. After HIMARS was sent to Ukraine and proved to be highly effective, 8 countries ordered the system since it proved its effectiveness in Ukraine. This demonstrates the potential for US defense products to gain international recognition and demand, ultimately benefiting the US economy and strengthening alliances. But it's not just about big-ticket items like HIMARS. Small defense contractors can provide a wide range of critical technologies and systems. For example, counter-unmanned aerial systems, CAWS, are essential in modern warfare, particularly against the backdrop of drone proliferation on the battlefield. Ukraine's urgent need for CAWS systems is a perfect opportunity for small US firms to step in and showcase their capabilities. This not only aids Ukraine in its defense, but also provides valuable field testing and marketing for these systems, which could then be adopted by the US military and other allies. The importance of small defense contractors cannot be overstated. They bring agility and specialized expertise that larger companies might lack. Their innovative approaches and niche capabilities can fill gaps in the current defense industrial base. For example, small firms often excel in emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and automated systems, which are becoming increasingly vital in modern military operations. Encouraging small contractors through government contracts and support could also help mitigate supply chain vulnerabilities. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed significant weaknesses in global supply chains, and the defense sector was not immune.
Close to 3,000 personnel in the United States Armed Forces may have contracted the infection.
By diversifying suppliers and encouraging domestic production, the U.S. can reduce its dependence on foreign components and materials, enhancing national security. Furthermore, investing in small defense contractors can lead to economic benefits beyond the defense sector. These companies often collaborate with universities and research institutions, driving advancements in technology and creating high-tech jobs. The ripple effects of such investments can boost local economies and contribute to overall technological progress. In addition to financial support, the U.S. government can assist small defense contractors through policy measures. Simplifying the acquisition process, reducing bureaucratic hurdles, and providing clear and consistent communication about future needs can make it easier for these companies to compete. The government can also offer grants and incentives for research and development, helping smaller firms bring innovative solutions to market. The current geopolitical landscape underscores the urgency of these measures. With rising tensions in Eastern Europe and the Indo-Pacific, the U.S. must ensure it has a robust and resilient defense industrial base. Supporting Ukraine not only helps counter Russian aggression, but also sends a clear message to other potential aggressors that the U.S. and its allies are prepared and capable. Additionally, the aid package can be structured to maximize impact. For example, a portion of the funds could be earmarked specifically for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. This would ensure that these companies have the resources they need to develop and deliver innovative solutions. Another portion could be dedicated to joint ventures and partnerships between small firms and larger contractors, fostering collaboration and knowledge sharing. Moreover, this strategy can be applied beyond Ukraine. Taiwan, for instance, faces significant threats from China and has pressing need for advanced defense capabilities. By supporting Taiwanese defense initiatives through similar means, the U.S. can strengthen its position in the Asia-Pacific region and help deter potential conflicts. The same applies to Israel, which continuously faces security challenges in a volatile region. The long-term benefits of supporting small defense contractors extend to future U.S. military operations. The U.S. military can leverage the innovations and technologies developed by these firms, enhancing its own capabilities. This approach also aligns with the National Defense Strategy's emphasis on innovation and technological superiority. The recent approval of $95 billion in aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan represents a pivotal opportunity for the U.S. By strategically investing in smaller defense contractors, the U.S. can enhance military capabilities, drive innovation, reduce costs, and strengthen its economy. This approach not only supports allies in critical regions, but also ensures that the U.S. military remains at the forefront of technological advancements. Embracing competition and innovation within the defense industry will be key to maintaining a strategic edge in the evolving global security landscape. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on defense and global security.